Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. It's 8 p.m. on the dot, and I can't wait to get started. Today we'll talk about freeing ourselves by loving ourselves. Another teaching that we could spend a whole retreat on this, we could spend days on this, but we'll do as much in 25 minutes as possible just to give you that felt sensation of it. Kind of my goal is to give you the feeling of it, to just say a little bit about it, do some meditations on it, to kind of leave you with the feeling. And that's really the most important thing. So go ahead and mute yourself if you're not muted, and turn on your cameras if your camera is off. And maybe we'll just say hi as people join. Maybe you'll just turn on your camera and say hello to everyone who's there and just do your wave. And you can maybe go through everyone and just send a may you be happy to whoever you see. Maybe you'll send a few may you be happy wishes just quickly. Thanks for your beautiful smiles. Thank you. I see Addie, I see Jim, I see Alana, I see all of you. Hi. Oh, thank you for your greetings. Wonderful. So, one of my favorite teachings from the Indian tradition on this topic is summarized in the following phrase, that the mind creates the abyss and the heart crosses it. So the mind, any idea what does it mean that the mind creates the abyss and the heart crosses it? Any wild guesses in the chat? What does that phrase mean to you? I see a hello from Paula. Hello. Yeah, Addie, exactly. The mind disconnects you. The mind disconnects you from yourself, from others, and the heart connects you. Michelle, we create our own personal hell. Amen. I think it's true. We don't mean to. Like, it's not that we mean to, but it's just the tendency of the mind. So my interpretation of this teaching is that the mind creates the ego. We mostly suffer from the ego. The mind creates the ego. The mind creates a sense of separateness. The need for perfection is the mind. The feeling of being trapped, the mind. Blame, guilt, inner critic, all these things I do classes on, that's the mind. And that's the abyss. That's the abyss we kind of fall into. And then the heart can cross it. The heart is the realm of unity, of belonging, of connection. The heart, that's where meaning is, and intention, and depth, and compassion, and love, and healing. That's all the heart. This is why once a week we get together to do heart practices, because we kind of train the mind. We train the mind by anchoring it so the mind doesn't go into all these places of the abyss, like staying with the breath. And then we open the heart and kind of shift the emphasis to the heart. So today we'll talk about self-compassion, but I think this is kind of a framework we can keep in mind, that your self-compassion can cross that abyss. And self-compassion has that allowing and that tenderness and that I am there for you no matter what, and unconditional positive regard for yourself, for others. And that's where freedom is. That kindness, that allowing, that tenderness, that's where our inner freedom is. So I think self-compassion is the greatest freedom. I wondered about this for a while. In Buddhism, you always hear freedom. But freedom is really the heart. Freedom is a heart that can be fully self-compassionate and a heart that can be compassionate as opposed to judgmental. That's freedom. And inner freedom, of course, leads to outer freedom. Lack of inner freedom leads to lack of outer freedom. So I always try to put what we do in the greatest possible context, kind of the biggest possible picture before we do it. So I hope that feeds into your intention for practice today. With that, let's take our 4-7-8 breaths that we take every week after that 3-minute recap. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we will do that again. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale like through a straw for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one last cleansing deep breath, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale fully for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And keeping your eyes gently closed, we will feel into the body always with its own truth. Release your weight fully. Release your back fully into whatever you're leaning against. Give yourself that permission to sit with ease. And now feel the length of your spine and feel the dignity that's there. Allow yourself to access that dignity of presence, of sitting still, of the straight spine. I belong on this earth, sitting in that way. And from there, releasing. With dignity comes a kind of release. Go ahead and relax the forehead. Soften the eyebrows. Release the jaw. Relax the cheeks. Imagine relaxing the inner ear and the sinuses. Freedom of relaxation. Begin to feel the breath going through your nose with interest for a few breaths. Keeping that rhythm just as it is. Feeling into the breath in the nose with curiosity as to what's my rhythm today. And working your way down the body, releasing your chin and releasing the mouth. For a moment, can you even feel the breath touch your upper lip? Just graze past your upper lip. And release your throat, your neck. Feel the breath in your neck and throat. Feel that the neck can release inside and out. Although traditionally the throat releases only when we can speak our own truth. Go ahead and release the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Soften the upper back. Relax your collarbones and your chest, bringing all your self-compassion to that relaxation. I want this body to rest easily. Feel your rib cage and let it release. Feel that pulsation of one hand inside the other. And soften the belly. Can you feel the belly fill up with breath? Just enjoying this for a few moments. The breath in the belly. Feeling the breath deeply from inside. And release the hips. Release the left leg and the right leg. Feel the feet and let the feet relax. And now feel into your whole body. Surround your body with your awareness, with the protection of your awareness, every pulsating cell of it. And from this place of connection, we'll move into a brief self-compassion practice. So see if you can place one or both hands right on your heart, connecting with your heart, with the gentleness of it. And can you feel that warmth that your palm is warming up the heart, or your heart is warming up the palm? Feel the rhythmic beating. First feeling your breath, your rhythm. Now feeling your heart, your rhythm. Tuning into it with care. See if there's the understanding that, like all beings on this earth, I want to be safe and protected. May I be safe and protected. Then you can keep the hands there or put them down, whatever's more helpful. Just like all creatures, I want to be healthy and strong. This connects me to all creatures. Wishing for yourself. May I be healthy. And just like all hearts on this earth, this heart wants to be happy. Send yourself the wish. May I be happy. And in this kindness to myself, may I be free. And wishing for yourself the ease of connection, the ease of being on my own side. Knowing that connecting to yourself, you're connecting to all beings. And now including all beings. May all beings be happy. Sending the wish, may every heart be protected. May every heart connect to itself. And dedicating this first practice to the happiness and freedom from suffering of all beings everywhere, including yourself. You'll hear the sound of a bell. Go ahead and listen to its sound. And when you're ready, begin to open your eyes. Gently coming back, having wished compassion for yourself and others, and having done some relaxation, some awareness. I always like to ask, how'd that go just for you, although you don't need to put any particular answer. And as I wait for those responses, oh, emotionally refreshing. Thank you, Carrie. So a form of freedom, as we talked about, really freedom, is self-compassion. It's when you realize that no matter what happens, I will still be kind to myself. The freedom is at that point where you realize that kindness to myself, it doesn't hinge on anything. There's no condition, there's no precondition for it. It's unconditional. If things go wrong, I'll be kind to myself. If things go right, I'll be kind to myself. And another kind of form of that freedom is when you realize that you want to connect to yourself, that you're kind of in this body on this earth and that you want to connect to yourself. You're hungry for yourself. There is at some point, I think, a hunger for yourself. When you listen to outside voices and you listen to outside voices, then there's a hunger for what's in here. And then you decide to fulfill that hunger. And that's like that feeling that a stream of water must have when it reaches the ocean. So when you come back into your power, come back into wholeness, that's self-compassion. So we will do a second practice, kind of a deeper self-compassion practice. Once you're ready. So again, just sitting and letting your posture be open, letting your spine be straight, and closing your eyes. And now imagine that you're making space in the body for the breath. Again, with your eyes softly closed to respect the practice, observing the breath carefully in each moment. Just this feeling of the breath. Softening into the breath. And as you're connecting to your breath, you are connecting to every being who is breathing. Staying with the breath for 1 minute. When your mind wanders, just gently rejoin the breath. And now imagine you can send the breath right into the heart and breathe right out of the heart. So sending the breath right into the heart, opening up to this area. And now imagine that you are filling your heart with light. Breathing light into the heart. And you can release that image, but now that we've connected to this area, say for yourself, each being has its own path, and I have my own path. If it's helpful, you can put your hand on the heart again and saying for yourself, my life matters. My happiness matters. My peace of mind matters. I pour attention and well-being into my body, into my heart. And sending yourself some more blessings. May I take care of myself. Just letting that resonate. May I take care of myself. May I treat myself with warmth and kindness. May I be fully responsible for my own life, my own energy, my own good mood. Saying for yourself, I stay connected to myself always. I nourish myself always. And ending with the wishes for yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I find peace. And for another moment, just imagine light all around your body, a golden light, the protection of your own self-compassion all around you. This is enough to fill you with energy. To give you every resource you need. And now thank yourself for having done this practice, knowing that when you meditate, the whole world becomes lighter. And when you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes. And this is really the deepest practice, being kind to every part of yourself. If you can be kind to every part of yourself, you can be kind to every part of the outer world as well, because you contain each of those parts within you. So that's why the practice really starts with yourself. So I see you. Thank you, Deanna. That just I love asking how it is. So deeply relaxing. Good. When you connect to yourself, that's relaxation. When you're connecting to the outside world in a way that doesn't resonate with you, that's where the tension comes in. And it's a challenge in life to find a way to do both. So it's 8:23, so we're actually on time to finish at 8:25 for the 25-minute meditation, which has been more like 30 minutes. But I still want to read you a little bit of a story. And I think this will take only 2 minutes. This is a traditional story about Milarepa. He's a Tibetan Buddhist from about 1,000 years ago. He lived in Tibet during the Tibetan Renaissance. He lived in a cave. You can still find that cave of Milarepa. He's a very famous enlightened person. He was also quite the character. And I just want to read you a little story that I think expresses self-compassion. And I love Tibetan culture and I like this story. So a little ancient wisdom about being kind to every part of yourself. So one evening, this character, Milarepa, returned to his cave, to his home after gathering firewood. And what does he see in his cave? He sees a bunch of demons. The cave is filled with demons. And there's demons cooking his food. There's demons reading his books. There's demons sleeping in his bed. And they're running the place. So Milarepa knows about non-duality of self and other, this kind of what I explained, that every part of you is out in the universe. So being kind to yourself, you're kind to the whole universe. He knows that teaching very well. He's very studious. He knows that it's probably just a projection of his mind. He understands that all of these demons he sees are just unwanted parts of himself. This is how advanced Milarepa is, but he still doesn't know how to get rid of them. He's like, okay, let me try different things. How do I get rid of them? So he gets on the pedestal and he starts teaching these demons Dharma. He's like, if they know what I know, he starts teaching them Dharma. He starts talking to them about non-duality, that we are all one. He talks about compassion. He talks about shunyata. He even quotes the Lotus Sutra as a last resort, but nothing happens. The demons are still there. They're having a great time. No effect. Then Milarepa loses his patience. He gets angry. He starts throwing objects at the demons. They get very excited. They laugh at him. Nothing happens. And finally, Milarepa gives up. He sits down on the floor and he starts offering these demons compassion. He says, I'm not going away. It looks like you're not going away either. So let's just live together. I want to be kind to every single one of you. And he closes his eyes, and in a Tonglen practice, he breathes in the suffering of the demons and he breathes out loving kindness. He keeps his eyes closed for a couple hours. He does this deep Tonglen practice. And as you can probably guess, when he opens his eyes, all the demons have left. So that's our little story to finish up. Freeing ourselves by loving ourselves, freeing ourselves from inner demons, freeing ourselves from outer demons, because it's really all inner. All the work is inner, which is amazing because you can do it anytime, any place, anywhere. So that is our session today on freeing ourselves by loving ourselves. Next week, we'll do timelessness meditation at 8 p.m. That's not one I've ever done with a group before, that I'm very excited to teach, that I've done for my own practice, and I'm excited to share. And not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I'll do 90 minutes just on releasing oneself from blame. I've noticed how these 25-minute sessions are growing into 90-minute sessions. So you can join that if you like. And my, I think, last CCT class for a very long time will also start Sunday, not this Sunday, in 2 weeks. So that's everything that's coming up. And I just want to thank you again for being part of this. It's so amazing to see you, to feel your beautiful energy, truly. Thank you for meditating. Close your eyes and I'll send you some wishes, because receiving is as much of a practice as giving. So for your last practice, just allow yourself to receive. May you be happy. May you be healthy and strong. May you find outer peace and inner peace. And may you be kind to each of those demons, inner and outer, that you find yourself surrounded by. May you treat each of them with compassion and kindness so that all of them may also disappear. May you live with that mystery. So when you're ready, opening your eyes, and thank you again. Maybe we can do our last wave to each other. I hope this has filled you up as much as it has filled me up, and may you be well, truly. And I hope to see you next Wednesday. Bye. Thank you for your time and presence and smiles. Bye. And if you want to turn on your mic and say bye, please do. It's a good time. If you just want to say something. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Elizabeth.
So
Thank you.
glad I finally was able to make it to one of these.
Good.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Paula. Bye, Elizabeth. Bye, Maria Rosa, Anna, Jane, Rochelle, Jim, Ilana, Delphine. Bye, good friends. Bye, Ursula. And we'll see each other soon, I hope.
I hope so.